All right. Good morning. Coach Ugwede here. Today is Tuesday, February 10, 2026. So the market just just opened up here. The market just opened up, and there's a little bit of indecision going on here. The trend is not apparently clear. It's not clear to me yet, so I'm just staying on the sidelines for now until I can decide where this market is headed. Until then, just gonna be waiting here to see what happens. So I'm just gonna not gonna be able to jump into any trade now. Rather, I'll be waiting to see what happens. Right. Well, let's look at the analysis. Let's do the analysis. If you look at the daily chart, start from there. So what do you see? Well, this was Friday's candle, and this was bullish, no doubt. This was yesterday, Monday. This was also bullish, no doubt. Today, it's more or less looking like it might be a bullish day, but you have to consider that you have to consider this price action right here, this prior week, and this weakness. So if you put that into consideration, it means that you have to be careful here today, right? And especially since the trend is not very yet clear, right? So so wait, it's looking so far. It's looking like it's going to the upside. It's trending to the upside. That's what it looks like to me right now. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, more or less. All right. So I think I'm gonna be going in. I think I'm gonna be going in now. I love this action. I love the strength. To me, it tells me that it's going up, right? So I have causes to believe that that's what's gonna happen, right? So yeah, so I'm thinking I have to wait, at least wait. Just wait a little bit more just to confirm that, because if I jump in now, then my risk would be down here, which is 20 points, right? So let's just wait. Now I think it may be to the upside. That's what I think the trend would be too. But you never knows, right? You really never knows. And I mean, I have no reason to be FOMOing into trade, right? All right, okay, all right. I think I more or less like this. More or less, I think I do right like it. Yeah, I do. And if you look at it on the high time frame, it's pretty much if you look at it on the weekly even, so you can see it's very close to the high which was made not long ago. Okay, I'm liking this. I have to get into this trade. I have to go long. I like what I see. I do like what I see. Yeah, I do like what I see. I do like what I see there. I like what I see. I like it. Yeah, I like what I see. So it tells me this is gonna be an uptrend day. That's what it tells me, right? That's what it tells me. It tells me this is gonna be an uptrend day. But I would really like to not get in pretty much at that top there. I like it to pull back a little bit, then I can get in there, which is what it looks like. What it's doing right now. Just pull back down a little bit there. Mm, I don't want to get in at the top, right? So okay, all right. So that's what this is. All right, this is interesting. Yeah, yeah. No, no, that's trend. That is trend. Yeah, that is trend. Yeah, that's trend. Okay, all right, that is trend. That is trend. That is trend. That is trend. Yeah, that is trend. To me, that is best trend. So I like it now that he has pulled back a little bit. Yeah, I like it now that I pulled back. So all right, so I'm gonna get in one here. I'm gonna get in one there. Um, so see what happens. So my stop loss will be down over here, which is what is it? Um, just quite a lot, really. It's about 21 points. Well, 20, 22, 23 points. I don't know. So we'll see. Um, in a way, I'm not quite comfortable with. If you look at this, this is market being close to the near highs. I'm really not comfortable with that, but um, it's a trade that I felt like. So I'm just gonna be going in with this one contract now, and just gonna be watching what happens there, right? So I'm gonna be going there, watch what happens there. Um, I feel like I should be adding more there, but I really don't like that risk. Um, and I honestly don't even like you know, it's really close to our time highs, so I don't really want to be in there, man. So let's just go in one for now. If I get a confirmation that it should start going up more, then I may add. If not, but I'm also I gotta be cautious that it's quite possible that this could come down and then take out the stop. That is absolutely possible, right? So I may add one more. I may, yes, I may add one more. Um, I may add one more. Maybe you might use a tight stop on that one. Just pushing back a little bit there. Um, yeah, it just feels like this could be a down day today, right? It could be a red day. How much again is my risk? 6982 and 66957. That's almost 30 points, isn't it? Right. Well, 20. That's almost 30 points. That's right. You see, you see how weak it is, right? It's pretty weak, right? You see the weakness there, right? And you know, all-time highs is just right there. This was the last all-time high, so it's it's round there. It's like right around that area, right? So which is here 7017 on this data, PU prime data. So 7,017.20, right? So that was the all-time high. So the market is quite weak, and I'm just very cautious. I'm really very cautious. So it's kind of stalled there. Um, it's not much going on. Kind of pretty much stalled. But don't forget, I think looking at the economic calendar, um, today is February 10. So there was this core retail sales. Uh, the retail sales, the actual came in at zero point 0.0, whereas the forecast was 0.4. And that news came out at 8:30. So did not even move the market a single bit. Or look at this stuff. So it's moving now. Oh, this is beautiful. I feel like I should add more now. I feel like I should add one more contract there. But generally, I don't trust. Uh, it doesn't. I don't feel comfortable with this. Um, I feel like I should add one more there, right? So I think I'm gonna do that. Uh, but this being near all-time high gives me a lot of worries, right? And not just that, but also if you see how slow the price has been, that also gives me a lot of worries. All right, I'm gonna get in one more and see what happens there. I'm gonna get in one more. It looks bullish. it does look bullish. It does look bullish. It does look bullish. I don't know, but I just don't trust this price action. I'm just being, careful and cautious. Why not? You know, it's near the all-time highs. You gotta be careful and cautious. Right. So let's see what happens. I think I'm gonna leave it at this two contract, but I have to start thinking about my loss strategy, just in case it does what I don't know, or starts to mess around, or start to pull back. Um, so let's make it 15. How about that? 15, then 15. That will have this. Yeah, my second entry is a little bit high to the upside. Uh, kind of want it. I kind of want my entry to be just like this one, even though it's pulling back, but I still have profit. That gives you that peace of mind. It gives you that staying power, right? So, um, is what it is, right? So let's see. Still stalling there. All right, still on the economic news. There is tomorrow being Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. You have the I believe the BLS average hourly earnings, the BLS non-farm employment change and employment rate, and on Thursday, February 12th, also at 8:30 a.m. there is the unemployment claims, and Friday is a big day. Friday is CPI. So CPI is forecasted to be 0.3 month over month and 2.5 year over year. So that's gonna be Friday is gonna be a very much an interesting day, no doubt. I guess it all makes sense why the price action is slow because of this all this economic news, right? So it couldn't possibly be that fast today if there is an economic news on Friday, on Thursday also, and also on Wednesday, right? So also notice how the price action and how the volatility has been dying off slowly compared to what happened sometime Monday, February 2nd. So you see how the volatility it's a little bit died, has been dying down a little bit, or dying off, I guess. Okay. All right. I gotta say, I'm not quite sure what's going on here now. So this is not what I'm hoping to see. In that case, I may have to start unwinding some of my positions here because I'm not hoping to see this. This is not what I was hoping to see. If it was gonna be a bullish day, right? If it's gonna be a bullish day, then this should not be happening. Um, right? So I don't even know. So since I don't know what's going on here, I have all the right to be very cautious today. I have all the right to be very cautious. So I'm gonna have to start unwinding this. Right. So yeah, I have a right to start unwinding this. Yep. So this. I gotta start unwinding this. Yeah, this is not what I was hoping to see. Right. This is not what I was hoping to see. I'm not hoping to see this. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, so I gotta unwind this. I'm thinking I'm taking a small loss here, taking it out. So I'm not hoping to see this. So I gotta take out the small loss first, take it out first, and then just to see. Um, yeah. So I mean, if it's gonna be a bullish day, then I'm not. This is not what I want to be seeing, right? So if it's gonna be a bullish day, I don't want to see this. So this is very bearish. Uh, so it tells me that this is very bearish, right? So I, this is not what I want to see. If I'm aiming to buy, if I have a bullish thesis, that is not what I want to see. Absolutely not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see. But now I'm thinking, what do I have to do? What can I do now? This is not what I want to see. If it's gonna be bullish, then this is definitely not what I want to see. But then again, I'm not gonna jump out yet until I can confirm uh, for sure that this will be heading down. And again, my stop loss will be right over here. If it comes down here, then that's it, right? Then you cannot say it's gonna be bullish. Then it will be bearish, right? So my risk management is now kicking in. I have to think about how to uh, what to do next, or how to mitigate my losses. Yeah, and it's totally fine. I mean, if it turns out that is in fact bullish, yeah, I can easily add more. But since it's not bullish, right? Since it's doing this, yeah, I'm just gonna get out of on contract there just to kind of mitigate that risk because I don't know what this is doing. So I'm not even sure. Okay, all right. It looks like it's pushing back up again. Uh, yeah, this is. I mean, I don't like this. I honestly don't like this price action. Yeah, I don't like this price action. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Like, there's no. Uh, Today is Tuesday. Retail sales. Tomorrow is just news. Tomorrow, so what is happening here now is just like there's literally nothing going on here. You know, it's the market itself is not moving quite all right. Um, yeah, all right. So for the sake of risk management, I'm not gonna add any more contract to this. I'm not gonna add. Today is not. There's nothing happening today. I would say there's nothing going on today. It's slow, and I'm not gonna risk a day like this. So I'm going. I'm not going to add more contracts to this. Um, this will be it. Um, just watch to see what happens. But it was a good thing that I did not take out the two contracts because that would have been like a loss that is not necessary. It would have been an unnecessary loss. But I'm happy taking out this loss because of course, um, you never knows what's going to happen, right? So if it eventually switched direction and started coming down there, that's going to be a much bigger loss than this loss that I took here. So I'm totally happy with that. So all I have to do now is just kind of minimize this my contract, minimize how much contract I have there, which is just trade with little size, and just kind of move on with that. See what happens, right? Yeah. What a day. Tomorrow should be a much better day. There's no doubt about that. Tomorrow, looking forward to tomorrow actually. Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a much better day. Um, Tomorrow should be a much better day. So now it's pushing up now. My cost basis is a little bit too high since I bought on that top. But as long as it continues going up, I think I should be fine. Um, Now I don't know how much it's gonna go up by. I really don't know that. The price action itself is a little bit slow. So yeah, so that was a fake out for me. I was faked out of a single position that I was in with a much more uh, lower cost basis. I was pretty much faked out of that position. It's crazy, but I mean, it's what it is. So the most important thing for me is to always keep in risk, always keep in risk in sight, always all the time, always knowing that something could always go wrong, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Then you trade based on a sensible risk management. still pushing up there. I want it to keep on going. I want to see this to keep on pushing up there. The strength is weak. Uh, yeah, yeah, that tells me about how weak this is going. That tells me all I need to know. Just look at what's going on. Yeah, definitely tells me all I need to know. Um, Honestly, today might just be a really useless day, to be honest with you. There's nothing going on. There's major news all around. I guess that's why it's happening. Yeah, so there's not much going on here today. There's really not much going on here today. Just look at what's going on. Yeah, that doesn't look like a strength to me. It doesn't look like a bullish day to me. Yeah, it doesn't look like a bullish day. It does. This is not. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't even look like it. Yeah, this is for me. This is a sign not to add any more single contract. Not size up on a day like this. This is just pure whipsaw. Just pure zigzag price action. There's a CPI coming up on Friday, so yeah, that's all I need to know. All right, so we'll see what happens there. Um, so my only worry now is that it doesn't start reversing. Because if it starts reversing, I have to kick out, kick out that, then take the loss and kind of move on, right? So, and it doesn't seem like it will go any higher than it has gone now. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. Oof. All right. So there's a couple of news, money news here. Just kind of want to go through that. Mm, all right. There is, okay, still pushing up there, which is good. Still pushing up. So I like to see this trend up continuing, but I'm not gonna add. I'm not going to add any more contrast to it. I'm not gonna add any more contrast to it. So I just like to see what happens there. I may even take out the one that I have because I don't see any reason being on this trade. There's nothing here. There's nothing to trade here today. It's very slow. Slow moving there. Retail sales report for holiday season due. That's already out, and it was on change. Coca-Cola stock drops as sales fall short of estimates. Shares of the Coca-Cola company are losing ground after the company's latest earnings report failed to impress. The beverage giant reported 11.8 billion of revenue below Wall Street forecasts, along along with adjusted earnings per share of 58 cents, just 1 cent above the analyst consensus, compiled by Visible Alpha. 11.8 billion of revenue and adjusted earnings per share of 58 cents. So that's good for Coca-Cola. So the stock closed at a record high just above $79 on Friday as investors have rotated into more defensive consumer staples shares amid volatility in tech stocks. Robinhood set to report earnings after closing. So Robinhood is set to report earnings after closing today. The retail trading platform Robinhood is set to report for quarter results after the market closes Tuesday. The online brokerage stock has been volatile. So analysts expect Robinhood to report 1.34 billion in revenue, a record with earnings of 62 cents per share. That's pretty good for the company. The company has expanded its efforts beyond its original mission of bringing stock trading to regular people with projects in cryptocurrency, credit cards, and the booming world of prediction markets. Spotify stock share surges on strong results. Spotify shares soared after the music and podcast streaming service reported fourth quarter results that topped estimates. Revenue of 4.53 billion euros or 5.39 billion dollars came in narrowly above estimates. That is a lot. Why earnings per share of 4.443 euros and the company's 751 million monthly active users and 290 million premium subscribers. So that's actually a good number. That's a really good number. All right. So this is still going up here. I don't know if it's gonna continue. Certainly, to me, this is not type of trade I want to be in for a long time. This is not. There's nothing here that says that this trade is a good trade or that today is a good day to be on this type of trade, right? So there's weakness all around. There's not much going on. There is just pure weakness and general lack of direction, right? So I'm thinking the a prudent thing for me to do is to kind of get out, perhaps wait, but I'm gonna be winding this down in the next 30 minutes. If I don't see any reasonable price trending or trending price, if I don't see any reasonable trending price, I'm gonna be winding that down. No doubt this might be a good place to jump in, but I'm not gonna be jumping in anymore. This is just good enough for me. I'm not going to be going long anything. The risk is just not for me. It's not just not worth it. Like look at how slow everything is. So that's totally fine. It's just not worth it for me. So I'm just gonna be holding this and waiting now and see what happens. And even come to think about it, assuming that because I had two contracts, assuming that this contract right here was was gotten into at a reasonable entry point, I think I might have held it instead of just kicking out this one that I just kicked out, right? So assuming that the entry point or entry position was reasonable, I would have just head onto it, right? So, but it's what it is. Today itself is not very. It's just not very, very nice. It's too slow of a price action, and Yeah. Look at the weakness again. Yeah, this is just nothing. Yeah, this is not. Yeah, this is not. This is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Yeah, I'm not liking this. I'm really not liking this. The price action is not good. It's not good enough. Yeah, everything about this today's movement to me kind of screams that that price doesn't want to go up. That's what it screams, right? So, okay, I'll still wait for on the Ali candle. I'll still wait for the closure of this candle before I can decide to make a move. For me, mostly it will be winding down the operation because I think it's much better to kind of wait and see. So even on the daily chat, if you look on daily chat, it's like there's a bunch of red flags. This is pretty much close to like an all-time high. So and this weakness here might mean that price would continue going down, right? So this is a daily chart, right? That's what it's looking like to me, right? So because if this was to continue going up, it would have gone up. It would have like nothing would have stopped it. It wouldn't be bouncing around here like it's doing right now. And also add to that fact that there is there is a bunch of news, important news in the week ahead. If you add that, then you kind of begin to see, or you can see, yeah, there you go. All right. So again, I'm still gonna hold this the way I said I'm gonna hold it. So we'll see. Yeah, I gotta wind wind this thing down. I gotta wind it down. I gotta wind it down. I gotta wind it down. I'm not seeing what I need to see. Not seeing what I need to see. Yeah, this is a little bit weird there indeed. A little bit weird one. Yeah, every day is not going to be a profitable day. There are days that there's going to be losses. You know, the past 2 days has been gain. Well, the past yesterday has been gain. I mean, the past two trading days, including Friday, has been profits. But not every day is going to be profits, right? So days like this might even be a loss. But it's much better not to even be involved in days like this, right? So I think that's what I'm thinking right now. It's much better for me not to be involved in days like this, where it's just messy. You know, it is just messy. It is. It's a little bit weird. Honestly, it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna be getting out of this trade. Um, I cannot get is it in this trade and just kind of staying on the sidelines. But I gotta wait. Uh, not gonna wait for. I gotta wait a few more minutes. Um, yeah, I gotta wait a few more minutes. So it's Canada closes. Wait a few more minutes. Hmm. Man, what is going on? Look at how slow this is. Yeah, look at how slow this thing is. Can you take a look at this thing? Look at how slow. Look at how slow it's moving. Why would I want to be in still? Why would I still want to be in the straight? Why? Like I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. And I don't want to be in the straight. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Because everything is just wrong about the straight. Everything is. There are signs. Everything is wrong about the straight. Everything. Yeah, and even if it goes up, that's fine. I don't mind. I'm okay staying out, staying away, staying out. I don't mind that, right? Because at this stage, the risk to reward is not even worth it. Like so I'm gonna be risking all the way down here just to get, what is it, a few points over there. So like, if this was supposed to be going up, if this was meant to be going up, it would have gone up. It would have gone up. It would be going up by this time, and you can see that clearly you can see that very clearly from yesterday. Yesterday, this was yesterday. You can see how how much it's going up by, but look at this. This is not an uptrend. It doesn't even feel like it, right? So it doesn't feel like it. I have to get out of this trade. I have to get out of this trade. Maybe there could be opportunity in the afternoon. I don't know, but the way this is moving tells me that today might actually be a very slow day indeed. So all right, okay, all right. So I have to wind down this trade. It's not a good trade. It's not. It's not a good trade. I have to wind it down. I have to wind down this trade. It's not a good trade. No, it's not. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna wind down this trade. This is not a good trade. Um, it's not a good trade. I'm gonna wind this trade down. But I still wanna, still love to see this candle, the 1 hour candle close. I still like to see it close. I love to see it close before I can wind it down. All right, so I'm just gonna wind it down. I don't like this. This is not an up day, so that's it. I'm gonna wind it down. I don't like it. This is not a day I want to be trading. There's weakness. There's weakness all around it. If it goes up, fine. That's, I'm okay with that. I'm okay missing out on on a day like this, right? So just above $15 or so, not even $15, $12. That's totally fine. This is not a day I want to be trading. I mean, I could have held and just still leave the stop loss here, but that is a huge stop loss for a price action like this. So it's not going right away, so I know that something is wrong, right? If it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, I know something is wrong, right? So means I have to unwind the trade, and I'm happy I've done that. All right. So I I think this is pretty much it for today in terms of trading. Um, I could still if the opportunity is there, I could still try to get into 1 or 2 trades. I could still try to do that. If the opportunity is there, though, indeed. Or looking at a day like this and knowing that there's gonna be like news tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So I know that there may actually not be an opportunity today. So this could possibly be it for today. I think so. Could possibly be it for today. All right. So trade did not work out. It's totally fine. 6981.76. 6976.66. So it's kind of coming down now. It's kind of falling apart right now, isn't it? It's falling apart. Um, I'll just wait. If uh, there's a much better entry, we'll take it. But right now, there's no trade now. Right now, the trade at 17 o'clock, which is 10 o'clock. That 10:14, isn't it? Yeah. Um, oh yeah. Yeah, that's not falling apart. Yeah, it's beginning to kind of fall apart. Yeah, so today is not a day for me to be trading, and I'm not gonna be. It's just not. There's nothing there to trade. It's just gonna be doing this the whole day. Look at. I mean, look at what it's doing. Just look at what it's doing. Right. So I'm not gonna be doing that the whole day. It's gonna be doing that the whole day. So I'm not willing to be in that. So yeah, I'm not gonna be on that. Be anywhere near that stuff. So wait till the afternoon. If there is any opportunity there, I'll still be able to take that trade. If not, well, that's it. There's no trade for today. You know, that's what it is. And it's a day like this that people lose their account. Is specifically days like this, right? So you want to be very careful, right? Yeah, I don't want to be trading a day like this. I want to be doing that. I'm just gonna put that. Just want to see my trade history on this. Um, I'm gonna do that and see. Mm, yeah. So yeah, that's just pure weakness. I mean, I could try to get in on a shot, but I don't want to risk. Like this is not. I don't want to do that. It doesn't make sense doing that, right? It doesn't make sense doing that. Yeah, I think the best thing is just to kind of stay away from a day like this, because you could easily lose focus, and also it's also easy to lose money too, right? it's staying away from that. Staying away from a day like this. All right. So it's going up. I think it would come down and then it starts going up. Well, you never knows. Um, you never knows, do you? Yeah. Phew. So it's coming down eventually, isn't it? Yeah, even the 1 hour chart says it would come down. Right. So it might be a good shot, getting shot here and stop over there, or perhaps over here. But I don't want to, I don't want to trade this. I'm okay for today. I don't want to trade this. We'll still wait. Um, if I can get something that I like, then I'll still jump in. But right now, I don't even like the shot. I don't like it. I really don't like it. It's all what you get from here already. That's what it is. All right. Yeah. 15 minutes is the. I mean, like it is. Yeah, it's a good thing that I kind of got out of that stuff. Um, Today is not a trending day. That can be said. It's not a trending day. It is not a trending day. I mean, look at all this thing. Look at all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of beginning to fall down more now. That's what it looks like on the 15 minutes. So it was good that I kind of jumped out there I mean, to me, there was sign that there was all sign that something wasn't right on the like the bullish side of it. Again, I wanted to go in on the long, but I don't like it. I don't like going. I don't like the risk. So that's totally fine. I'm not gonna go long. I'm sorry, I mean short, not long. It's even though it's kind of falling apart now, I'm not gonna go short now. I'm just gonna wait. Um, yeah, I mean that the risk, even though the risk would have been very little risk, but that's totally fine. Because today I don't like the price action today. It's just so messy, so I don't like it. Right, so that's why it's totally fine. I don't mind it. Um, I'm still gonna be watching this like sometime around 12:30 or 1 p.m. If there's something, if there's a trade to take, I'll take it. Uh, yeah, but if there's not, then I don't mind. That's totally fine. Today can be a loss, though even though a small loss, right? So a small loss, about $13 loss, that is absolutely okay. So you want to keep the losses very small and the gains, the profits very large, right? So yeah. Just looking on social media now, it looks like someone that I follow lost 12 grand on Tesla. Probably was trying to go along on Tesla, but again, the whole price action today is very slow. You can see it. He was trying to go along, even though Tesla is in the green today, but he still lost money. Well, again, it's because of the price action. The price action is not very clean.